All right, what's up, everybody? I got a new hour of comedy. It's on the road. A lot of these shows are selling out, so go to christycomedy.com right now. Get tickets. San Francisco, September 8th to the 10th. Tickets almost gone, so get them. September 18th in Tarrytown is sold out. September 28th, Madison, Wisconsin at the Drew Barrymore Theater. September 29th, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Turner Ballroom. September 30th, Chicago Theater. October 1st, Minneapolis, Minnesota at the Fillmore. And then the UK, London. Show sold out. Dublin show sold out October 10th. October 11th, Belfast. Still got some Tiki Wikis left. We might be adding shows in the UK. We might not. ChristyComedy.com for ticks. Thanks for the support. Patreon. We're having fun. Did you shit in the guest bathroom?
No.
Because there's like cakes of shit and maybe it's like, I think it's one of those toilets that where, you know, like when it just like nobody used, like why do toilets sometimes that aren't caked with shit, but they like just get black on the inside? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah. Or maybe there was shit in it from like weeks ago. It was just disgusting. To just
no shit, really?
Yeah, it was crazy.
No.
When I flushed it off, it just all started coming out.
I haven't had to shit, and I know there's one. Like, you know when you have a tough weekend of eating,
yeah,
and there hasn't been a satisfying exit,
yeah.
I just know that that's on the horizon, and it's going to come at an inopportune time,
dude. When you this weekend you were in Batavia, Illinois,
yeah,
which you said actually has like a nice little downtown area.
It's okay, yeah. The place where the club was really nice. I was staying in St. Charles, which I guess is the town right before then.
There's like a Zanies there, right?
There used to be. That's gone now? Now it's gone, yeah. So now I was staying like kind of on the side of the highway, but at a nice hotel. Like the hotel was nice, and they did it intentionally because it had amenities and like a gym and stuff like that, but you're basically separated from any humanity. So it's like a 15-minute Uber into town just to get, eggs.
Yeah, the thing is with comedy, with doing stand-up is I think, what people may or may not know is, all day having to think about your material, having to kind of mentally prepare for this gets exhausting. And being in a hotel, I mean, you obviously want a comfortable hotel, but you want to be around people because you start to get very withdrawn looking inside yourself to think of material and think of things to come up with. That starts to take you a lot of times mentally to a very dark place. So you don't want to also be sitting in a dark place. You want to be around people. And I had to learn that. I had to learn that like, listen, it's okay, we're going to travel for a living and do this. It's okay to be like, I'm not going to stay in the comedy club provided hotel if it doesn't fit my needs.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't, I'm like, just give me the money that you were going to pay. And even if I have to cost me an extra $50 a night, whatever, I'll do that because for my mental. You know? But you probably didn't even know. The hotel was nice. It was just off the side of the highway. Here's the thing. You never want to put a human being in a hotel off the side of the highway, period. Always go for, even if it's a shittier hotel, if it's in the main town, because we're humans, we're social. We want to, you know what I mean? We want to get out.
It also and I know you're similar. I think a lot of comics do this, but you open with stuff about the town, right? Like you talk about what it's like there, what you've been doing, like what your first take of their place is. And when you're staying on the side of the highway, it's like, you guys drive. Like what do you have to possibly say?
Yeah, like my thing is like, I think it's beneficial for these comedy clubs to also like take the comic around each day. So it's like I can then do 10 minutes off the top of my head and makes, for what's identifiable to these people. And it just makes the show better when you're doing a bit about the local fucking diner.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like forced hangouts, but if they were like, hey, we have a cool spot that we could take you to tomorrow, it's a zoo, the park, whatever, I'd almost 100% of the time agree to go.
Did you go to Chicago at all? You just stayed in the...
Nah, that was too far.
In the Batavia greater area.
Yeah, I stayed in the Batavia greater area. Basically all I did, I mean, Friday, I don't know if you do this, but I just agree to podcasts when I'm on the road. Like all the podcasts that I do not do at home and somebody asks me to do, I have Zoom. I'm like, I'm going to be lonely. Like, why not? It'll be somebody to talk to. And then, of course, it's at like 1 p.m. on the Friday or Saturday. Saturday, plum in the middle of the day, fucks the entire weekend. I've never regretted doing it more. It's like it fucks me every single time, and that's how I spent my Friday.
Yeah, because then you do the podcast for an hour or two, whatever. Then you're exhausted. You take a nap. Then the show starts at 7. They pick you up at 6. You're like, I guess I don't have time to go get a real bite to eat. So either you order room service or you just eat at the fucking local Applebee's, and then you just feel like a piece of shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no, I know that. That's why now with even if it's like, again, costs a couple more bucks, I have to stay in the hotel that's in the downtown area. I have to, because it's like I have to just, if I'm going to be on the road away from my family, I'm like, I can't just scrape together every nickel and dime and be like, look at the money. I have to be like, I have to live too. Because then I'll go home and I'll just be depressed around my kids.
It's so funny you say that, because sometimes I do feel that way. I feel the guilt of being away, and that sometimes, like, to me as an Irish Catholic, whatever the fuck, I do feel guilty for existing outside of that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here to work. I'm here to provide for my family. Like, keep that mentality. Keep that in mind. And then anything outside of that, I get like, oh, I shouldn't be having fun. But you're right. You have to, or else you're going to be a fucking nightmare. My mother
and I had this talk because she was in Disneyland with me last week. My mother, she was like, I was talking about, I got shows in the UK, and I was like, oh, I said, I'm ending the tour in Belfast, Ireland. I said, and I always wanted to go to the west coast of Ireland and see like the Cliffs of Moher and Galway, go that way. And she was like, so why don't you do that? I was like, because I would have been gone already for 8 days, and like, how can I justify being away for 8 days? And I'll try to get shows in the west coast of Ireland directly the next time. And she was like, I hate that you live your life that way. And I was like, what do you mean? I like miss my kids. She was like, that's admirable. I love that you miss your kids. Yeah. She was like, you're my kid. And I hate you squandering opportunities to just run home. What is 2 more days? What is 48 hours in the grand scheme of your children's lives? It's not going to be anything monumental that you weren't there for those 2 days that makes them not like you. Right. What will be monumental, she said, is you experiencing something you've wanted to experience in those 48 hours and going home and being a better version of yourself and having more things, more pictures to show your kids, more places to take them to when they get a little bit older. Why would you deprive yourself of that? Yeah. And I was like, holy
and connecting
shit.
To your own culture too, because you are a little Irish. Yeah. Your mom is Irish. I'm sure part of her wants to be like, see where it is. See where the inbreeding happened.
Exactly. But I was like, holy shit. So I've booked another 3 weeks. I'm going from Ireland to Australia. I'm
just circling around.
Dude, December, the first 2 weeks of December, they told me it's not finalized yet, but I'm going to go to Australia and New Zealand.
No shit.
Yeah. Wow. And even that, my mother was like, that's amazing. I was like, I feel terrible not being able to bring my family. She was like, your kids are young, okay? So you don't want to be on a plane with them for 24 hours. No. And she was like, it is a monumental cost to go out to Australia. She's like, if the company is going to pay for you to go, again, she was like, you go experience that. She was like, it's your career. Yeah. She's like, sometimes I feel like you always want to take everybody with you. Take yourself. Yeah. She was like, she was like, I don't know where you got that you think it's selfish to do things for yourself. Like she was like, I'm telling you, you are a good father. Stop. Whoever is convincing you you're not, we know who. I was waiting. It was like, whoever's convincing you or not, like, don't worry about them. Like, it's your life. She was like, as your mother, you're my kid. She was like, the way obviously you look at your daughters, I look at you. She's like, it makes me upset sometimes that you're having so much success, things that you've dreamed of, and clock is ticking by. And when I talk to you, you talk to me about negative stuff. You talk to me about problems. Right. She was like, what it bothers me.
Do you know what it also?
I was like, you're fucking drunk, Mom.
She's like, so what?
So what? Shut up. She's got Mickey Mouse here still. She's like, your father's a fucking scumbag.
Do you know what it also does though? Is it gives because what I watched my parents do, and they were codependent. They couldn't exist outside of each other. They had no dreams.
How old were you, by the way, when they split?
20.
You were 20 when your mom and dad split? Yeah. Oh, I thought it was like early on in life.
Which weirdly enough, people are like, oh, so you must have been fine. It wasn't, because the 2 years leading up were like right when I was graduating high school, and then I was in junior college playing basketball, so I was still living at home.
Were they
so I was
problems
there
the whole time though, your mom and dad?
Yeah, for 25 years.
Like slept in separate rooms and all that.
For 2 years, my mom slept on the couch while I was living at the house.
So that fucked you. Like they should have divorced.
Yeah, 100%. And I think they were trying not to. I know my dad still thinks they're married, but like,
where's my wife?
Yeah, he's like, look, I'm not being weird. Like, so that's what he said at my son's birthday party. I was like, Dad, you're not being weird. Yeah. Thank you. Very cool.
He's going with your mom. He's like, you want to have sex in the pool house? She's like, I will call the police.
But they had no individuality. They had no autonomy as adults. They showed me nothing of what you can do as a grown-up with freedom, with your hard work, right? So what I'm doing, and what my wife is doing by owning her own business, and I'm doing this as a job, is showing them that, hey man, you can have it. You can do a job and exist out of the norm, and make your own rules and make your own schedule and follow your dreams, and also have stuff just for you, even if you have kids, even if you have a wife. Your life isn't 100% just reflective back onto the people you love. You also need to take in some of that shit, fill your own cup, as they say, and then, have more to divvy out to the people you love.
My mother, she said something to me that's interesting. She goes, it was a couple of weeks ago, so I was still 37. She goes, I would do anything to be 37 again. And she goes, you sometimes present to me as if your life is over already because you have kids and you can't do anything. And she's like, I would do she's like, you know how you'd wish you go back to being 18? You're 18 to me. Yeah. You are 18 right now. She's like, you're 30. You're such a young person. And sometimes you're like, I can't go out on the weekends unless I run home after shows. She's like, I don't understand. She's like, my mom, again, very conservative. Yeah. Sometimes she's like, I wonder why he doesn't go out and get drunk. I wonder why I don't call him when he's hungover. She said, I mean, this is crazy. She's like, I wonder why I never read about him in the papers with some girl.
Yeah. You're like, Mom, because you're not looking at Twitter.
Yeah. Well, with that in mind, what are you looking forward to in Europe? Like, what are your...
So, it's also, truthfully, like when my mom talked to me, I waited a day or two, and then I did just I booked my flight out of Ireland from Shannon Airport, which is the West Coast, and I'm staying. The show in Belfast is on Tuesday. Then I'll drive to Galway on Wednesday, stay there Wednesday, Thursday, and fly home Friday.
That's awesome.
And I already booked a tour to go see the Cliffs of Moher, like a day trip tour, man. Just to do it, even if I'm by myself.
Good.
Yeah. Or James Mattern is coming with me. Maybe I'll bring James, and just watch him fucking wig out.
So what if he's made out of bubbles?
Yeah.
Jumps off the cliff.
Jumps off the cliff. and I'm like, let's just do this. Like just fucking do it. Because and I'm happy that my mom spoke to me about that, because I would have just come home and convinced myself, you got enough of an experience seeing London and Belfast and Dublin. You got enough experience.
You could put the pin in the map. That's all that matters.
But the one thing that I really want to see, I wouldn't have gotten to see. Like I regret almost daily to this day. I've talked about it on the pod before, where when I was in England the last time, I specifically went because the Yankees were playing the Red Sox. And I couldn't sell any tickets back then. I did a show and it was half sold. And it was the 10 History Hyena fans that showed up at that time were excellent. And I appreciate it. But now it's like a different thing. Now it's like, it's real tickets being sold. It's like a real event. It's a theater. It's a real thing now. And I remember the last time I was sitting there in England being like, all I want is to be able to sell tickets in a real way around one of my favorite team sporting events. And I got so homesick for no reason, because I was convincing myself I had to come home because I was fighting, there were fights going back. And I left. I made up an excuse that my stepmother got into a car accident, because I'm not going to put any of that karma on my real family. So no, I'm kidding. It was just a joke. It's just a bit. I love you, Mom B. So she's the best. B. That's what we call her, Mom B. Oh, she's the best. And just a bit. And she and so I remember saying, like, there was something, or like I'm kidding. I don't think I said it was an accident. I think I said, like, oh, was their anniversary, and I missed some bullshit that was clearly a lie. Yeah. And I got on a plane and I fucking left. And I left. I never saw the Yankees Red Sox, even though I tell people I did. I never did, because I have the ticket. I'm like, you see, I was there, but I wasn't there. And I flew home, and I remember calling my mom, landing it, because Delilah was by my mom's house, landing in JFK 2 days early, and being like, Mom, I'm home. And she was like, why? And I was like, because I just missed Delilah. She was like, isn't the Yankees Red Sox game tomorrow? And I said, yeah. And then she goes, honey, why did you do that? Like, she wasn't her own son, who she hadn't seen in 10 days. She was like, I mean, yeah, of course, come home. But she was like, why did you do that? And I remember like a sinking feeling, like my 2 feet were already back in New York. I was like, should I just go back? Like, I was like, but I remember, and I remember, and this time I'm like, don't do that now. Like, you're going to go see the Giant. Now I have what I wanted 3 years ago. The Giants are playing. I'm going to go see that. The show is sold out. So now I almost feel like that happened for this, hopefully to happen, to have a better experience, because I remember Delilah, like, kind of like being like, she was like, how was your trip? And I was like, I had fun. And she knew that I was going to the baseball game because she was 4 at the time, right? So she understood. And she was like, did you get me anything from the game? And I was like, no, I didn't go. And I remember like being like, wait, I sound like an asshole now. Like, I didn't go. So I think, and that's comedy specific, but I think just like in life, like, you have to put yourself first to be the best parent or partner or whatever. It's not selfish to put yourself first. It's like a life.
It's also not just comedy specific, because that can go for anybody traveling anywhere for any reason.
Yeah.
But what a gift you've been given, that this is a tangible marker for growth, both professionally and personally, is that now you're selling real tickets. You're at this new venue. It's huge. It's a real Chris D comedy show. Yeah. And then you get to right your wrong. You fucked up the first time. Yeah. It was what it was. You got back. You learned something. You had that sinking feeling. You processed what your mom said. Yeah. She had to remind you again recently, and you kind of relearned the lesson. You're like, shit, what great timing to now head into Europe with that mindset. And now you can just fucking keep moving forward, keep progressing, keep getting better and growing as a human being.
And the Giants, and it's like really poetic for me, because the Giants are playing the Packers, and Aaron Rodgers, being a fellow anti-vaxxer, is my favorite quarterback.
You can both talk about inoculation.
Yeah. Dude, he looks like Emilio.
He does. Yes. By the way, speaking of Emilio, there was an article that you popped up before. There was a case last week. I think we posted, an Italian man got tested positive the same day for COVID, monkeypox, and HIV, and people were texting me, "Is it Emilio?" You know what we call Emilio on the show? The Italian woman.
Dude, that guy hit for the cycle. That is bonkers.
I would play the fucking lotto if I was that guy. Imagine getting AIDS. Monkeypox, and Corona. Dude, by the way,
first of all, what skeezy dude did you fuck to get all of that?
Imagine having to call everyone you just slept with.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, listen, I have AIDS.
By the way,
also
I
COVID.
am the hot zone.
Yeah, yes. I think if I got AIDS, monkeypox, and COVID all on the same day, I would it actually might release me from a lot of stress. I'd be like, well, what else can you give me?
You just go straight to the cliffs of Moher.
Yeah, right there. I'm up to shivering.
You just squirrel suit off the top of the castle.
Could you imagine I'm like such a poetic moment, and I like FaceTime you, and I'm like, I did it, and then I jump off.
I just see your phone flipping next to you in the air as you're just plummeting, screaming down to the rocks.
Is he in the bathroom? Dude, I found the best bed sheets of all time. It's called Miracle Brand. My temperature changes throughout the night, like you can't imagine, especially with the summer. I mean, I wake up, I'm dripping in sweat. I'm like, am I sick? What's wrong? I was in the wrong sheets. Miracle Bed. I'm sorry. These Miracle Brand self-cooling bed sheets are unbelievable. I don't know what the hell they do. I mean, I'll explain what they do, but it's still mind-blowing. I'm like, how do I wake up feeling like perfect right now? Traditional bed sheets, they harbor bacteria. Sorry to let you know, they harbor bacteria. It's like you're sleeping in a toilet seat. It leads to acne, allergy, stuffy noses, blah, blah, blah. Well, Miracle Brand, they offer a whole line of self-cleaning, eco-friendly bedding. Sheets, pillowcases, and comforters prevent 99% of bacteria and require 3 times less laundry. I swear, since I've been using these sheets, I don't sneeze in the morning anymore. I would wake up and sneeze for the first hour of my morning every day. It was my sheets. Miracle Brand does it. Luxurious comfort, quality. They're better for your skin. I mean, it's awesome. Right now, if you go, you're going to get 40% off plus 3 free towels. 40% off plus 3 free towels. I know what I'm doing with one of those towels. Upgrade your sleep with Miracle Brand. Go to trymiracle.com. trymiracle.com/chaos. So the website, I'm sorry, is trymiracle.com/chaos. TRYMIRACLE.com/chaos. 40% off, 3 free towels. That's go to the website is trymiracle.com/chaos. Use the code chaos. Get your free 3-piece towel set. Save 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/chaos. Thank you, Miracle Brand, for sponsoring this Epi Weppy. I got a new device for any parents out there, any gamers out there. My stepson has this. It's called Backbone. You literally plug your phone into this device and you can play games like PlayStation games on your phone. But with the controllers, the Backbone, dude, he doesn't leave the house without this. I mean, literally, it's the only thing that his mother's been like, if you don't clean your room, I'll hide your Backbone. And he's like, no, not my Backbone. He literally listens because this tool is so awesome. It is officially licensed controller for PlayStation, and it was brought to life in collaboration with the PlayStation design team. So PlayStation's behind this. It literally, if you're playing games on the go, you can't bring your freaking PlayStation with you. You plug your phone into this Backbone thing, and you get remote playing all these games. I mean, literally, it's pretty awesome. Like he gave me, I don't even play that many PlayStation games, but when he gave it to me, I was like, this is cool. I want to do this all day. And you just go to the App Store and get the games like Apex Legends Mobile, COD Mobile, Genshin Impact, Minecraft, etc. If you're a gamer, you know what this is. Right now, you can get a sweet discount too if you go to playbackbone.com/chaos. That's playbackbone.com/chaos right now to order your Backbone for a limited time and get free access to over 350 console gaming perks. Backbone is now the official partner of Diablo Immortal. Not only is the game specifically optimized for Backbone, but you will also receive $10 of in-game perks. Find your adventure at playbackbone.com/chaos.
That's awesome though, dude, because I think first of all that's a healthy realization and something that probably not a lot of people kind of come to in time. I think your kids are still young.
Yeah.
You're still kind of, it's hard because we come from, this career is such a thing of like, it's a barren wasteland initially, right?
Yeah.
And you're fighting for water. I'm watching Alone a lot right now.
I heard that's sick.
It's the best and really speaks to my I just want to run away and leave everything behind fantasies. But all you're doing is like searching for food, searching for water, trying to create shelter, truly trying to establish something out of nothing. And it's hard to transition from trying to survive to then thrive, where you're like, all right, so I've gotten all of that. My baseline is set. Now I'm in this thing where I can maybe take an afternoon and, check out the sites or do whatever. But you're still in that, like, I need to fucking survive. I need to do this, this, and this. And it's hard to break out.
You have to, I think, like my dad and I speak a lot in sports terms because that's all he can understand. He's like, you have to always have an off season. Like athletes always have an off season. Like he's like, as a comic, you have to give yourself an off season. Even he said, like, it's true. Like in Europe, they kind of give themselves an off season.
Yeah.
They have like, they'll take those siestas. They'll take 6-week vacations. Like as humans, we don't give ourselves enough off seasons.
Right.
You ready? Dude, listen, speaking of monkeypox, coronavirus, and AIDS, all in one, fucking Adam Gilbert just walked in, the man.
What's up, man?
Hold on.
You want to sit down?
Yeah, I think I probably should do that. Oh, my God. Hold on.
Leave the mic, walk around. We got Adam Gilbert. What's the
I thought you were
Instagram
gonna
again?
somersault
Adam Gilbert
over
High. Adam Gilbert High doesn't even know his own Instagram, so stop DMing him, you pussy. Adam Gilbert, do you know Mike Cannon?
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Mike?
This is Mike Cannon. Mike Cannon, also known as Katie Lang, also known as Elliot Page. Adam Gilbert, folks. I like that Adam Gilbert took his fucking shoes off like an Asian.
That was my plan.
Dude, first of all, great socks, by the way.
Oh, come on. You know it.
Look at his great Adam Gilbert, who we met at, we spoke about him on the Patreon episode a couple of weeks ago. We met Adam at the Montreal Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. And here's the thing, Mike. We all know, we're very jaded when it comes to comedy.
Yeah.
So for us to laugh, it does take a lot.
Yeah.
By the way, you smell like you just got a haircut.
Is that
You do smell like Barbasol.
Did you just get a fucking haircut?
No, it's just very hot out.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
very muggy.
So when you sweat, you smell like barbicide?
I think I smell like barber. I think that's why they love me at the barber shop. They're like, it smells like my job is done.
Adam Gilbert. So he made me. It was one of those things where I wasn't expecting it. I was drinking a beer, kind of thinking about my show that I had to do the next night. We were kind of killing time, like, oh, check out the new faces. Then, we're going to go get fucking Palestinian food or something, to honor Mo Amer's new show on Netflix. One of the lights just shut. Adam Gilbert's Barbicide just shut the lights out. So we went to the new faces, and he came on stage and started crushing, and I was laughing, and then he did a bit that literally fucking gut punched me, where I almost fell out of my chair, dying laughing, where people, like agents, were turning around being like, are you being an asshole? I was like, no, I'm genuinely having fun. Why don't you fucking sign this guy, Rick Dorfman?
Push a clipboard down and enjoy
Rick
your job.
Dorfman.
Did you get signed by anybody from anybody? Nobody took any bites?
I didn't get an agent, but I got my manager.
But you've had your manager though.
I mean, it was pretty settled at that point.
And no agent. These fucking
No
agents are
agent
so
right now.
fucking dumb.
I had an agent in Chicago who actually, they were there and they didn't know that I got in. And then they basically just were like, oh, okay.
What a shitty business.
That's a good agent. Dude, Sagalo was telling me, like, a manager that passed on him told him that they didn't go to the New Faces show because they were, like, at dinner with a client. And he's like, I've never been happier I didn't sign with somebody in my life.
Also, Sagalo didn't get an agent either.
No, he did.
I was going to say, because Sagalo and Adam were absolutely the two standouts. And the Asian girl who kept talking about killing her aborted fetuses.
Casey Shorten. Yeah,
that girl was awesome.
Very funny lady.
She was great. So it's one of those things where, you meet a person, because that's what has happened now in comedy specifically, is there's really nothing for the industry to really, I mean, there is stuff for the industry to give us, but it's like, now it's like it's peer driven. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now it's like all of us will just go do shit together because that's just like what it's become. I mean, your own agent doesn't even know you're at Montreal. That's like you being in like the playoffs and the coach is like, I didn't even know we had a game.
They got me nothing. I mean, managers are so much better than agents. Anyway,
they are.
For the most part. Like, you don't really need them anymore.
Now, let me ask you, you've been sober now for how long?
10 months.
For 10 months.
Nice, dude.
Would you?
California sober. It doesn't really
I'm the
count.
same way.
So what? So no alcohol, just
4 years
weed.
in December.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
10 months. Yeah.
Would you, if given the opportunity on the road, smoke crack with TiTi Jerry?
Would I smoke crack with TiTi Jerry?
We're trying to give one lucky fan on the Patreon a chance to smoke crack with TiTi Jerry.
Well, I wouldn't want to rob a fan of that experience to smoke crack with the absolute god of crack. I mean, if I did smoke crack, it would be with TiTi Jerry.
Do you think, who's more famous for smoking crack? Is it TiTi Jerry or Hunter Biden?
Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know who can pull it off more, honestly. They both. I kind of want to smoke crack with both of them.
Well, if you could,
that sounds amazing.
If you could pick
like a
one,
fun
Run a
party.
race. Play some wiffle ball with them after smoking crack.
dude, we
That
should
sounds
have
amazing.
We should have a fucking celebrity softball game with literally everybody smokes a little crack.
Yeah.
And one team's TiTi Jerry's, one team's the Hunter Biden's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should we do that?
Yes.
Do it.
And we use Joe Biden's head as the ball.
It's like Mayan basketball or Mayan softball.
Dude, you know what I smell like? You smell like Barbicide. I smell like Desitin cream. I've had a rash in my taint for literally 2 weeks that I cannot get rid of, where I was like,
Oh,
it's
no.
not. And here's the beautiful thing about the point I'm at in my life right now.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I know it's not an STD.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing to just know that the rash on my testicles and upper asshole area is not
You got it
sexually
on your
transmitted.
asshole?
Not on my asshole. It's in my taint area. I think it's because, even though I love them, bird dogs, and go use that promo code chaos. I think the bird dog shorts that have the liner built into them, because it cups and tugs on my nuts so tightly that I think it caused a rash. So I've been now kind of not wearing underwear and using my daughter's diaper rash cream, Desitin, and caking it on my nuts. And my daughter recently ran out of Desitin butt cream, and her mom was like, "Where's the Desitin?" And I was like, "Yo no sé," but it was all over my nuts.
But I would love to know why you're sober.
Huh?
Why
are you sober?
Oh God, I don't know. Probably the similar reason with you. Probably just being a comic and drinking all the time.
Yeah.
And, falling down and hit your head on stuff and being like, "Well, that was dumb."
Same.
I broke my jaw last year drinking. I got this thing on my head. I freaking hit
You fell down and broke your fucking jaw?
Broke my fucking jaw.
Oh, there.
Oh my
Absolute
God.
hell on earth. Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh baby. There we go.
This is, dude. So we like to do on the show. We do an I Am Papi segment on the show, and this is the I Am Papi segment right here. Is my daughter, who's fallen out of her crib, which we spoke about in the last episode, has a helmet that she needs to wear now, and this is my daughter's helmet.
That's very sweet.
So cute.
Do you feel like you need this if you start drinking again?
I'm gonna need full body armor with that.
Dude, I mean, first of all, here's the thing. Let me so I don't even remember the setup to the joke, but Adam did a bit about something about being like in court, and then he called himself Little Stinker.
The judge calls me Little Stinker.
The judge calls himself, prosecutor calls himself Little Stinker, and it hit me so hard that my Montreal trip for the next 48 hours was dedicated to Little Stinker.
Yeah.
And that joke is nobody has ever remembered that line. Nobody. It's just like, the prosecution calls Little Stinker to the stand, and it never does that well, but it fucking set him on fire.
I was screaming in the back.
Set him on
Literally,
fire.
I was dying, and then we started going, Little Stinker, and then, and it literally was, I remember going to the after party that night and saying, Little Stinker is fucking with me or he's against me. So I said, Little Stinker's fucking in. And if you come to the show at Tarrytown, which is sold out, Little Stinker will be on that. And if you come to the show at the Chicago Theater, September 30th, Little Stinker will be on that because his native hometown, Chicago.
Hell yeah.
That's all you'll do.
No, I claim Chicago. I was there for the last 4 years, but I'm from Indiana actually.
Oh, Indiana,
I'm a Hoosier. Yeah,
from the Klan, baby.
Yeah, birthplace of the Klan.
Yeah, but the thing is that bit. When you guys, first of all,
that's a T-shirt.
When Adam comes out, you
100%.
give him a fucking applause break, and you start going Little Stinker, and then when he hits that Little Stinker bit, watch the fucking eruption because it's gonna be such anticipation for it, and then bang hits. It's gonna floor you, dude. And then the rest of the set was just for a guy. Montreal new face is a very tough thing to do, and you were on late in the show, like the 9th or 10th act, where the crowd was the agents weren't. I was up there. The agents were looking at their phone. They didn't care. And then, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Then, because of my uproarious laughter, people started paying attention. So you owe your career to me.
Much.
No, I'm kidding. No.
I'll do a joint bank account from now on. Every money, I'll give you 10%.
No, I'm kidding.
No,
promo code Stinker.
No, but what did you say, Pimp? That people, the agents, the industry really stopped and listened pretty much only to him, Sagalo, and that girl.
Yeah, I agree with that. But you almost rolled off the balcony. You were going. This is the hardest I've ever seen you laugh.
No, I was literally. It opened up something inside of me that has caused like a chain link of events to happen. Where now I actually live here, and it.
I like the smash cut to you laughing at Little Stinker to wearing a baby helmet.
Yes.
And you're like, I don't know how I got here.
To admitting I'm sleeping on the floor of my podcast studio.
Me and Mike Cannon are both relapse covered in feet.
Oh, dude, I would fucking love
What
it.
happened in Montreal?
I'll come here and live too, dude.
Yeah, dude. So I remember though, it was kind of cool to have like that cathartic experience that I think comics for the most part are robbed of, where like, why now I felt like an audience member where I'm like, okay, I'm laughing and this is shaking shit off that was stuck to me.
Very nice.
So it's great. So you better fucking do that at Chicago Theater.
No pressure.
Or you can drive home.
I could just picture like tonight on CBS Primetime, Little Stinker. And it's just you pointing into the camera.
Do you have Little Stinker merch?
Nah, I don't have any merch right now. I got
Dude,
all right, here's Call Vinny. Can we make Little Stinker merch? We'll give you 100% of the profits. Would you care?
Yeah, sure.
All right, great.
Would you care to make money? That sounds
Look at this. Look at this. Let me tell you something right here. I want to tell you something right now, loud and clear, even though I am fully...
No, that's the worst picture of me ever. Look at that face. It looks like...
I'd argue I'm
like I'm
worse.
going to eat a baby.
It looks like you're fighting off a pedophile.
Yeah. It does. Not today, gym teacher.
It literally looks like I went into the bathroom and did bath salts, and I was like, let me rub his fucking nipples.
Fully red, by the way.
Yeah.
That is not a human skin color.
Stinker, let me tell you something. I am blackout fucking drunk in this picture. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I have zero recollection of asking you to come on the Tarrytown and Chicago theater shows.
Yeah, I did not think that was going to happen.
I was
when
blackout.
I was like, well, that was fun.
I also have zero recollection of booking another comic on shows. Now, the next morning, Emilio says to me, my manager, the Italian woman, he says, so let me just want to confirm that Adam Gilbert, a.k.a. Little Stinker, is on for Tarrytown and the Chicago Theater. And I said, on, what do you mean? And he said,
you're like, what is Little Stinker?
Yeah, he said, you booked him on both those shows. I said, he's fucking in. I love him. He goes, okay, good. He goes, you also booked Jeffrey Gurian on 5 of those shows. No, you didn't. What's the status with that? And I was like, oh my God. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. He's in too.
This is going to be great. This is going to be a great
I didn't book Jeffrey Gurian on any shows. Jeffrey Gurian, by the way, great New York guy. I did book him on the podcast.
Yeah.
So he'll
be good on the pod, though. Yeah.
He is
chaos.
I remember the next day being like, I have zero recollection, and then Pim showing me the pictures, and I'd be like, wow. I was like, Adam Gilbert, if he wants, has an assault case for me. Look at me. I was pissing in the streets of Montreal. Look at that picture.
Dude, look at the stream behind you.
Look at how fat the back of my fucking head is.
Your fucking foot split the river. Look at that. It literally goes around your foot and comes back.
Oh, wow. It looks like it's lassoing. Your piss is lassoing your leg.
I know. I probably had a piece of thread in my pee hole.
Also, are you absolutely wearing number 45 for Donald Trump?
That is yes. Yes.
I knew it.
It's Pedro Martinez in the Montreal Expos, but it did serve it would add duality to it.
Just a reminder to the Canadians who the real president is.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the doll.
No, literally that Montreal was. I was so drunk. I was so hungover the next morning and still actively drunk. But I remember Emilio being like, is Adam in? I said, he's fucking in. And then I think your manager came up to me in the elevator bank in Montreal, but I literally was like holding in vomit, and I could because I was the next day was fucking so hungover. And I remember though, I'm happy that we're doing this because dude, I mean, it's rare you find another comic that you can just laugh at.
Yeah.
Like, who do you laugh at? Is there someone that you fucking belly laughed at?
Sagalo really cracks me up.
Sagalo got me so good. Honestly, there were a few people on that lineup who I thought were just kill. Like, I don't think we would have had the show we did without Orion Levine opening it up. Like, it just took the bullet spot right after Pete Holmes.
Yeah.
And just fucking kept it going. I thought Daoud was amazing. Like, it was a really solid lineup, I thought. So
it was. There's a lot of good, like, new comics coming out.
But when you're a comic and you've been doing it for a long time, there's a certain, for me at least, the reason I love Brendan, and his material is great, but that's not what makes me laugh, his vulnerability and authenticity. Like when he fails in the moment and then is hard on himself and then kind of folds in on himself, he's at his best. He's so fucking funny when he's just completely vulnerable.
Do you have a guy who, like, you see him go up and you know you're going to like it and the audience is going to not like it at all? And you're just going to, yes, those are some of my favorite
I mean, that's
guys.
how I feel about my own act.
No, this is, we're going to just show, this is on the, what is this on right now?
Patreon.
This is at patreon.com/Chrissy Comedy. If you want to see the 3 a.m. after party where I was blackout drunk, booking Little Stinker, booking Jeffrey Gurian. We have moments of it. Let's play a couple of seconds of this. Is at patreon.com/Chrissy Comedy. This is me, and you can tell immediately, Mike, you know me very well.
Oh my God.
Lights out. What's up, everybody? Just finished Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. I'm fucking hammered.
Can you pause this for 1 second? This is the only thing that I'm bummed about, dude, is that our hard drinking paths never converged. Because I was blacked out on the road opening for you, and you're like, well, this kid has a problem. And now I'm done, and I'm like, God damn it, Chris is in the fun zone.
Look at my face, dude.
Wow.
I literally, I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Fully, what else do I say? Do I mention Stinker in this? Okay.
Just finished Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. I'm fucking hammered. I drank so many beers that are 9% alcohol.
And what else?
And I gotta be honest, man. Come see me perform. My next show is in Staten Island at Eggers at Ice Cream Shop. And listen, here's the truth. You ready for this? I got one thing to say. I'm drunk. My mind is clear. I know one thing for sure and one thing only. Joe Biden's dead.
What the fuck? Oh my God. What the fuck? Can we clip that or we'll get thrown off the internet? Let's clip that.
Yeah, that is outstanding.
So, Stinker, when did you start comedy?
Let's see. I did my first shows when I was 18, so it was about 10 years ago, and I opened for my dad's friend's cover band at a Tilted Kilt, and at one of the first shows, I didn't know what stealing jokes was.
Okay,
and I just did Bill Cosby.
Nice.
I just did the Bill Cosby.
He stole people's innocence.
Yeah. You're like, I just did Bill Cosby. I drugged all the women in the front row.
And I did the voice. I was like, and
it was killing, right?
And no. They were like, what the hell? We came here for a ska show, and this Stinker just running around in a Batman t-shirt, just going,
Did you come out in blackface?
No, I wasn't that advanced yet.
How'd you figure
I don't
out?
think it would matter if you came out in blackface. I think they'd be like,
I think
fuck
I'm
it.
good on it, for the record. I would never do that.
Wait a minute,
But no, then I quit for a year, and then I think I started like late 2013 when I was like doing open mics.
That's when really you got into
I
it.
feel like that's when I started. Yeah.
In Indiana or in Chicago?
Fort Wayne. I was a road open micer for like 5 years,
So you would go on the road and do open mics.
and then come back.
You have to understand what the dedication that is because to do an open mic, literally, to do an open mic, at least in New York City, it's like, it starts to get to the point where you're like, what am I doing? Like, you'd almost at times rather have your face in a public toilet than have to keep doing these open mics. To get in a car and go on the road and do it is like next level dedication.
Yeah, it was a long time
Was that
ago.
strictly because there weren't enough places to perform where you were?
There was none. Like, you'd be like, well, I got like, because we got really lucky with this group called Let's Comedy. I owe everything to them, and they would bring in like national headliners. Like, I got to open for Doug Benson, Doug Stanhope, Brian Posehn, like all these people when I was just starting out. But I'd be like, okay, well, I got to get stage time to get ready for these gigs, and then I just drive to Toledo, drive back, drive to Detroit, drive back, drive to Indianapolis, drive back.
So wait, how long were you driving sometimes to do 5 minutes?
I think Detroit would be the longest because it'd be like 3.5 hours. And 3.5 hours back.
And yeah, I feel
That's
like
wild.
I feel like too, like, like also like first of all, I just want to say, I mean, I think I'm stating the obvious here. You have the best hair in comedy. I mean, your hair.
Not right now.
Are you
Right
fucking
now,
kidding
it
me?
is
Disagree.
sweaty as hell.
Look
The
at
more
his hair.
tussled it is, the
Oh,
more
God,
chubbed
it
up
is
I am.
What
sweaty.
is the secret to your
thank
hair?
God. Well, you got the. I want the salt and pepper thing. You got the salt and pepper thing.
They just
I wanna
take your
get the
parents' divorce really bad.
Yes. Yeah, Mike was talking to us before. He's been here for a couple hours. He's like, I'm really well adjusted. I'm like, you have gray hair. You're 37.
You've had it since you were 21.
He's like, I'm doing well. I'm adjusted. I'm calm.
You know,
Oh,
I figured things
So
out.
your hair is fucking Do people ever just come up to you and run their fingers through it?
Not enough.
Do you know any type of martial arts, like any type of fighting techniques?
I wish I did. I think I did. I think I got a yellow belt in Taekwondo when I was a kid.
Yeah?
I don't remember shit.
Dude, I
What about
fucking love when you beat the
jiu-jitsu?
shit out of somebody. No, I don't really know. I have an alarm in my phone, an alert in my phone daily to sign up for MMA classes locally here in Staten Island and bring my daughter to them. And that's been I have not done that for the entire summer, but I really want to get into MMA.
That would be. I mean, that seems like the only one that would actually work if a guy was like trying to kill you. You know? Like,
Yeah.
something that would actually work. So I feel like karate, like and fucking kill you.
And being undersized, you want to work with leverage. You're not trying to overpower somebody.
Yeah, I feel like you just need a club. And somebody's gonna kill you.
Do you have bits about your size on stage?
No.
You don't want to talk about that,
But
which
it's just boring.
No,
It's, to me.
No.
Some people can do stuff with their stuff, and that's great. I like talking about murder and like goblins.
That's what
you really are a little stinker.
That's what I love. That's what I loved about it. No, that's what I loved about. I think your act of what me and Pimp said the next day was like, he doesn't mention anything about, hey, this is my size. You just came out and started doing bits. You're like how Tim Dillon never mentions he's gay. You're my Tim Dillon.
Wait, so you're all? Wait, so you're also
you
faking
hear about
that?
my ice cream bit. Oh man,
no, it's kind of a beautiful thing where it's like this is not going to identify who I am.
Yeah,
I'm so much more. That's why, like, I didn't laugh at any bit that you did about yourself. I laughed at a bit that could have been done by anybody.
It's similar to how like
great bit.
Geraldo never talked about being Hispanic, basically, and like all these comics were like, wow, you could have done that. That is the Montreal way, is to almost like go out with your defined. This is why I should get a sitcom. This is my half family. This is my other half family. It's like if you presented that stuff, especially in this day and age, it seems like that would gravitate people towards you.
Well, that's like too. Like Bill Burr never talks about having a black wife, his children being. He never does bits about that. Where all I do is lean into the transgender and Puerto Rican part of my family. I feel like such a fucking exposed hack. I do. That's the clip. Stinker just calling me a hack.
You hack.
Dude, wait, so fucking what was your routine today? When you got up today, what's the first thing you do? You fucking brushing your teeth? What are you doing? You jerking off? What are you doing?
Oh,
we want to get to know you here.
Oh my God.
Because we're going to be on the road together and I want to know what I'm going to film.
Oh man, I don't know. What did I do today? I forget. Man, I woke up. I hit snooze 4 times on my alarm. Are you a snooze guy?
I have a son, so I can't. I can't look him in the eyes and be like, in 9 minutes, I'll address you.
I don't have a son.
Do you want kids?
Nah, I don't think so. But we'll see. Maybe adopt when I get older. I don't know.
Fucking get one. Would you adopt? I feel like one up. Would you adopt an Asian kid? I feel like that's the power white couple move.
I have my siblings are Asian.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second.
Yeah.
You have Asian siblings?
Yes.
What if he's sent here from the Chinese
Can you explain how you have
government?
Asian siblings?
My parents got divorced when I was little. And
how old?
2.
Okay,
and
so you have no recollection of it.
That'd be weird if I did.
Well, no, because
you guys need to grow up. No, I was like a fucking baby. I was like shitting my pants and I don't know, whatever. I was a baby, but no, they got divorced and then like my dad got married to another lady and then they adopted 3 kids.
So the lady was white. So that's what I'm saying. So you are a white part of a white family that adopted Asian kids.
I think so. Yeah.
From what country?
2 from China, 1 from Vietnam. My oldest sister, Allie.
Oh, nice. I like how they went to the enemy. They adopt the enemy's children. Like 2 from China, 1 Vietnam. This one's from Afghanistan.
They may have won the battle, but we won the war.
We adopted your fucking citizens. No, I'm kidding. Kiwico. You know that I love this product. I do it with my kids. I bond with my kids. We've made headphones. We've made underwater volcanoes. We made Christmas ornaments last year. I mean, it's these projects that while the kids have been on break for summer, we keep them occupied. We keep them learning. We keep it fun. They're off their devices. They're off their phone. We are literally building stuff that matters, that the kids are having fun with. It gives them confidence. It gives me confidence. It's awesome to just have family time without looking at any device or television and just building something together that the kids can physically actually use. Real engineering, science, and art projects designed to make learning incredibly fun for children of all ages, and I stand by that. And right now, you will get a discount for listening to this podcast. Kiwico.com. Promo code Chaos. You're going to get 50% off your first month plus free shipping on any crate line. That's KIWICO.com. Promo code Chaos. 50% off your first month plus free shipping on any crate line when you use the promo code Chaos. I'm telling you, if you got kids, this is the thing. Even if you don't have kids and you want to just make fun stuff and get involved in some science projects, go do it. It's awesome. Kiwico.com. I feel like Da Vinci. You want to look forward to something when you wake up? Maybe it's coffee. Maybe it's your pet. Maybe it's the face of someone you love. Maybe it's all three. Who knows? Well, MeUndies should be added to that list. This company sent me a pack of MeUndies. And at first I was like, what the heck is this? I opened them up, put them on. The most comfy, wumpy undies I've ever put on my genitalia in my life. I forget all the time that I'm actually even wearing underwear because it's like they're part of my skin. It's like MeUndies are a part of my body. They're a part of me now. When I take MeUndies off, it's like I'm taking a piece of myself off. It actually makes me depressed to take off my underwear at night. So I just keep them on. And I turn them inside out. I don't care. Once you try MeUndies, they got undies, they got socks, they got bralettes, they got loungewear. You're never going to go back. I promise you, MeUndies is the undergarments for you. And we have a great offer for our listeners. Oh, by the way, you can also sign up for their free to join MeUndies membership. We get a monthly subscription that sends new styles right to your door. Plus, you enjoy up to 30% off on virtually everything we make, free shipping, of course, and returns on every order. Right now, MeUndies has a great offer for my listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you will get 20% off plus free shipping and returns. 20% off your first order, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Go to MeUndies.com/chaos. That's MeUndies.com/chaos. MEUNDIES.com/chaos. Get that discount. That's beautiful. So do they speak Chinese and Vietnamese?
No, not
They're like
all.
the most They're like no, they're also all in rehab.
Yeah. They're all getting sober. Yeah. No.
Jesus.
No,
what must it be like to grow up Chinese in Indiana? They must be like, what the fuck?
That must be real.
Was that difficult to be Chinese, Vietnamese in Indiana and India?
No, I don't really know. I think they were fine. But I don't fucking know. Maybe.
To be honest, I didn't really talk to him about it too much.
I didn't like sit down with a 5-year-old and be like, can you tell me about your experience as an immigrant? Like, no.
Dude, it's
like, stop stealing my Legos, Allie.
Yeah. What are you gonna do if we go into war with China and it's like a civil war in your family?
Oh
then?
man, I was gonna fight, but now that you brought that up, no, that would turn on America in a second. China rules.
Fuck it.
Do you ever tell your Chinese sisters that you're lucky to be here or your parents saved you from the tub?
Oh my God, no.
You ever go up to your Chinese sisters like, do you have a fucking recording device on my TikTok?
No, because I'm not Tim Dillon.
Now, I feel like with you, first of all, I know Pimp's going to ask it, so I want you to ask your question, Pimp, what you ask every guest. Go ahead.
Do you believe in ghosts and a ghost experience?
No. I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be the boring guest on here about the ghosts, but I don't think so, right?
Well, what's the weirdest thing you believe in?
Weirdest thing I believe in. Wow.
Look at when he
Himself.
pushes his hair back.
Damn, there it is.
That's mine.
Shot out of the cannon himself. That's your bird. Shot out of the cannon.
Again, I was literally, as I went back, I was like, not a bad idea for a t-shirt.
Yeah, we're coming at you. Cannon coming at you. Oh man.
What is it? What do you believe in?
I don't really believe in anything.
Are you religious?
No.
You're not religious at all.
Not at all. No.
You don't look up at God and be like, "Fuck you."
I don't think so. I'm a very much I don't know. Maybe, who knows?
You don't give a
I
shit.
like the Tao stuff, like there's no up without down. There's no we're all connected. That kind of stuff I like. I like
you seem like a guy.
I like mushrooms, I like that
stuff. Do you do psychedelics? We've been talking
about
it.
Love psychedelics.
So have you ever done ayahuasca?
Never done. I've been meaning to do ayahuasca.
Oh. Do you want to do ayahuasca together?
Yeah, let's do ayahuasca.
Can I film it?
Yes.
Let's do ayahuasca, baby.
Do you want to do ayahuasca with the three of us?
Yes, I do.
Because I have a connect who flies the people in from Peru.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like
Let's do
they
that.
bring the shamans to you.
I'll take a day.
To a backyard in Long Island.
That would rule. That would absolutely
rule. Dude, we do ayahuasca, then we go to a fucking Denny's.
Yes. Grand Slam. We're all a part of the Grand Slam, guys.
What has been your greatest experience or revelation on mushrooms? What has psychedelic taught you?
Oh, man. I mean, like, gosh, I feel like they get more boring as you get older. You know, when you're a kid, you're like, whoa, we're all connected, and this isn't just one being. This is several things in one. And then you're like 27. You're like, oh, I kind of like the way this table feels. You're just like, it gets boring.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, like you're all connected. Like, your thoughts can build on each other, things like that. Like, it helped with like joke writing. I feel like.
Did it really? Like, it unlocked things in your like? Do you think you ever come up with a little stinker bit without mushrooms?
No, I mean that's hard to say. I kind of came up with it right when I was right when I was sober. So I was like smoking a lot of pot, but
Right.
I don't think it was that. No,
Dude,
but,
because I'm trying to get into psychedelics, and I think you might be my gateway.
Have you done mushrooms before?
No,
Oh, all right. I brought some. I'll give you a couple.
Mike, you brought them with you today?
Yeah.
What?
A couple of shrooms. I took a little microdose when I woke up. It feels nice.
Really?
A little pep in the step.
Oh, that's a Patreon.
To microdose with stinker, dude.
Have you've never microdosed either?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's great.
I
It
took a
really
little
makes you feel
microdose
pep
before
in
I
your
did
step.
Soul Joel's like 2 weeks ago. It was
what do
really
you do?
fun.
So, what does a microdose mean? Taking
Just a little nibble.
Yeah, it's just a little shoulder rub.
and then what does it do? It just opens up your mind a little
No,
bit.
it just makes you feel real good.
Yeah.
It's weed without any anxiety at all.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel really good right now. I've like microdosed before shows before.
Yeah.
I did like 2 sets after microdosing. I had a
So
lot
it's
of
like
fun.
having a couple of glasses of wine kind of thing.
Honestly, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, we're having a good day. Sun's
But even
out,
a little
out.
more energy than that too, because
Yeah.
it's like a shot of life. It literally, like, it just feels like you like worked
It's
out,
really
and you
good.
like it's very calming and cool.
Producer got me a cup.
I had never done that. What is that?
I just gave it a peek behind the curtain. I got a cup of coffee, and it's really good coffee. Thank you so much again.
You got it.
Like, this is ayahuasca.
I'm going on a trip.
Wait a minute, so should Chris do mushrooms?
Should I?
Just a little bit, just a little nibble.
Because if I take it, because the same thing that we've learned about ayahuasca, that trip will end after 2 hours. It's just going to end. Is it the same with mushrooms? Eventually, your system just kicks it out.
Yeah, it's
or
done.
can you get stuck in it?
No, that does not happen.
It just doesn't.
No, but that's a
Acid,
recurring
maybe.
thought. That's
I don't
think
do acid. I'm too old for acid.
I do acid only at Skankfest. That is literally,
That's a place to do
Yeah, so I
acid.
could just be on hyper alert while people look through their eyebrows at me. But that was acid is tough because it's like 9 hours. So that's
Yeah,
where
I
like
can't
you
do
reach
that.
hour 6 and 7 and you're like,
I want this to end.
Yeah, come on.
And
like,
I get really I grind my teeth and get
Oh, no
really
shit.
scratch. I don't know if you get like that. But like
On mushrooms or acid?
acid.
Yo, you've
Mushrooms
done
doesn't make-
acid.
Yeah.
You're a real fucking degenerate. I love it.
That's not degenerate. That's
no, that's
cool.
exploratory.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
What's a drug? What's a degenerate drug?
Cocaine.
Yeah, coke is like
Have you done coke?
Yeah, I hate it. I'm so glad I'm done with it. Oh, God.
Yeah, me
that
too.
was-
Venetia's
just
nose
when
just
you're
started
drinking,
bleeding.
It just happens, yeah. It's just one of those things that just somebody pulls it out. I knew it was getting bad when I stopped doing it because I was like, I found myself asking for it.
Yeah.
Like, usually you're offered it, but I was in a high rise in Nashville and I was just like, I bet you have coke, don't you?
Yeah.
And the guy was like, yeah.
You become the annoying guy at the party quick, where you're like,
yeah.
anybody blow, blow, blow,
And then
blow,
the
and they're
next
like,
day I was like, I'm never
"Ugh."
doing that again. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
I feel like
Yeah.
like explore. Maybe I will do acid too, but acid is from a lab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but you could
synthetic.
get good acid from people who are actually like doing it for the right reasons and not.
I heard there's no
got some people for you.
diagnosable way to overdose on. I think it's acid or LSD. There's no
That's acid, yeah.
There's no. Oh, LSD is acid.
Yeah.
So there's no way to overdose on it. There's no limit. That's
I
too
don't
much.
think that's true. I think mushrooms you can't overdose on. No
You
one's
can't-
ever overdosed on mushrooms.
No.
But acid, I mean, there's some like
I
some nutty
mean,
people.
So this is my thing on it because I do think that like
Yeah.
psychedelics itself have gone almost too broad, where people with like distinct mental illness are now taking it and are like, I'm better, and it's like you're actually
Yeah.
going in the
I
opposite
don't
direction.
think if you have like schizophrenia, you should take acid.
No.
That's probably not. A very
Can you?
good idea.
Do you have time, or do you want to get back home to your son?
What time is it? What a thing to ask on camera. Yeah.
Can
No,
you stay? Because
I can stay for a little bit. Yeah.
Let's just do this. Let's just keep going.
Well, we have to start a YouTube.
No, this is the YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, like I feel like this is like that. Like in the beginning when he came in, like we'll just fucking, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We'll cut the Patreon. Fucking, we did enough.
So then why
fine.
don't you eat the mushrooms now? We'll cut to Patreon.
You want a couple?
Okay. Let's do it. You want to do it? You want to do it?
I can't. I genuinely can't, but I would love to.
Can I
yes.
drive on the mushrooms?
It's only
No.
a micro dose.
Oh, a microdose.
Well, where are you driving?
Home.
18 minutes away.
Like, where are these mushrooms from?
Mushrooms, where are they from? I don't know. From the ground. A little bit.
Oh, these are like real because because these are real mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're dried out. They kind of look like sardines.
They taste gross.
Yeah, they taste like.
I swallow little bites with like a pill.
Dude, I'll drive you home.
Yes. No, that's a good offer. We'll drive you
You're
home.
a bigger guy. You should take more.
How long will this be in my system?
I bet you'll be fine by 5 o'clock.
But what's it going to feel like?
You never know unless you try. Good thing you have that helmet on.
That was awesome.
But I don't know if I'm prepared for it yet.
There's no preparation.
I'll take
There's no way you can be
It's
prepared.
the Patreon.
Oh, Mom.
Have you done mushrooms before?
No.
You've never done mushrooms? You look like mushrooms.
Have you
am
done
mushrooms.
mushrooms before?
No, I don't do any drugs. Like I've never.
Venetia,
Yeah,
you'd
right.
love it
Yeah,
too.
right.
You've never even
literally
smoked weed?
I've just smoked bud, but I've never done anything else. I've never snorted anything. I'm so scared of not having control.
Venetia would do mushrooms and be like, I don't even like being Greek.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where I'm like not because wait, didn't we microdose mushrooms from that pack of shroomies? But that wasn't real.
I think that was you guys just fucking around with some. I don't know who gave you that.
Yeah, a friend of mine shipped it to me from like Colombia or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
It'll
that
probably be in the
sounds-
ballpark of that. You seem to like.
Let me see. Take like a little piece, and I guarantee you'll just be like, oh, I didn't really feel anything, but it's like a negligible
This isn't enough
euphoria.
to do anything.
You got it.
That's enough to feel like a nice day.
Yeah.
Take some water with it. It's gonna be.
Yeah, the
gross.
taste itself is
that's
like
enough, right?
it's like chlamydia tits. A little more. A little more.
A little more.
That's most people trip on like an eighth. That's not. Even
Yeah,
close
this
to that.
dude,
What's an eighth?
you could eat that whole thing and not trip.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying most people trip on an eighth, meaning this is not even an
No.
eighth.
No, not even
not
close.
even
It's a baby dose.
Yeah, that's a little baby.
All right,
Patreon.
You're gonna be great, especially wearing that helmet.
Yeah.
here we go. Let's go, folks. Okay.
Cheers.
Oh, hold on.
Cheers.
First time ever doing mushrooms.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dan.
Love it.
Oh, it just tastes fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Stinker's my favorite
Told
ever.
you. I told you.
Oh, it's gross.
You gotta be careful. It's gross.
Get it down.
It tastes really bad.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yes.
How
Hell
long?
yeah, dude.
When does it kick in?
After about an
It
hour.
just kicked in.
Yeah, you're like,
No,
It's not a fucking aftertaste, too.
it's gross.
yeah,
I
that'll
told
stick
you,
around
don't
for a
chew 'em.
while.
Just take them like
Oh
a pill.
yeah, chewing it, you get it stuck in your
No.
fucking teeth, and then you jam a teeth.
Oh.
It does taste like
Particle
regular,
out.
like a mushroom, though.
I think it tastes like something that God didn't want us to eat.
Yeah,
Right.
it tastes like
God wants us to eat it.
Chalk.
It tastes like sunflower seeds that a deer shit out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it tastes like dry.
Well, there's probably is
Gross.
animal shit in those, right?
That's
I'm
how
on
they
fucking
grow.
mushrooms right now, folks.
That's how they grow.
Holy shit. Real mushrooms. First time ever. First time psilocybin's ever been in my body.
You might
Yeah.
want to try that. Try that little cap too if you want.
All right.
You guys,
Is that what really hits you?
I think it will, but all right, but that's just me.
It's up to you. Right now, what you took, I guarantee you're not even going to notice it. It's just the excitement of being on mushrooms for the first
when
time.
it does kick in, if it does, how long potentially? I'm
That
actually very
amount?
nervous right now
I love
because it's
it.
in my system. I can't get it out.
Chaos.
It's in.
Yeah. It's
in.
So a real trip, like a real.
Oh fuck! My daughter has swim today too.
I mean, you are water.
Good point. She can swim in me.
Yeah.
A real
this
trip
is
is like
fucking-
4 hours. So this is going to be like, you're not even going to notice. It's going to
just
be a
gonna
nice taper
casually-
off. Yeah.
So why would mushrooms be illegal? Like, what is it about this?
Because they don't want you to unlock empathy, man.
That's
right,
what it is,
man.
right?
No, it's because they can't regulate it enough to make money. It's just like
That's
weed.
what it is. Because they say, oh, it's a gateway. Like, next thing you know, you're doing crack out of a hooker's ass.
Yeah, and it's bullshit. Why would you ever? You would never want to do
But it's
crack
now
out of
legal in
anything.
Cali.
I don't want. You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? And I know that it's placebo because there's no way that's affecting me right now because I'm 235, maybe 238 pounds. I feel like it was so hot in the room before, and now it doesn't feel as hot. But I know that that's placebo. That must be something where my brain, my body being like, okay, you took a first. Like I remember, I was petrified, always petrified of going to the hospital. I would be like, so if I got a pain in my stomach or if I didn't feel good, I'd be like, it would get heightened so much because I'm like, what if I have to go to the hospital? What if I have to go to the hospital?
Whoa.
And then I had to get a colonoscopy because it really was because I thought there was something in my shit that wasn't, but it was really like the type of pictures I was taking of my shit made it look horrifying, but it wasn't really like I showed pictures of my shit to my doctor and he was like, that doesn't look good. But I was really like putting filters on my shit to make it look worse because I wanted somebody to look in my asshole. And
You took pictures of your shit,
Yes.
and then you put filters on it.
no, well, I'm just saying, I literally, I was like, there's something wrong with that
This
shit.
one needs a little New York.
Discard draft.
And the doctor was like, okay, we should probably do a colonoscopy. And I
Yeah.
remember getting a colonoscopy.
Oh.
You have to get put under anesthesia, general anesthesia.
I've seen
Quick.
Uncut Gems. It happens.
It happens, dude. So I got anesthesia, and I remember waking up, being told I had 2 polyps, but what can you do? But waking up and feeling like I'm not afraid of the hospital anymore. I just went under anesthesia, and now in my head, even though it's not practical, if something's happening to me, I'm like, well, they'll just put me under anesthesia and take care of it.
Yeah.
And I'll wake up and the problem will be gone.
Yeah.
That's not really what would happen, but in my mind, it was just this little thing I got over. It's kind of like how you're like, I heard, I think it was Joe Rogan and Theo Von just talking about, like, that's why Joe Rogan takes cold showers because he wants cold baths because he wants to prove to his mind that it's the mind's in control. And if I can get over the cold shower, I can get over anything. And I feel like if I can get over anesthesia from a colonoscopy, I can get over mushrooms.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All that math worked out.
Yeah.
It did.
That was a long walk for. I feel nice.
I feel good.
Yeah, I don't feel anything yet because I wouldn't, but I do. It is just this. My point is, I do think the placebo is real too. Just the simple fact of finally, for the first time, just chewing a little bit of it and swallowing it made me feel less hot just now.
Yeah, and it's like getting a tattoo where like the first one you get, you're terrified and you think it's going to be like getting stabbed, and then you get it and you're like, well, I want to get another one right now. That wasn't too bad.
My psychology professor had a very interesting thing about the placebo thing, and then also like psychosomatic. Is I was like, well, that's not real because it's just in your mind. And she's like, well, where else would you feel anything from? Like you feel everything.
It is
in your
real.
brain.
If it's happening to you, it's real.
A placebo is real.
Yeah,
a psychosomatic thing is real.
Just like perception is reality. It's like it's the reality. Your reality. Whatever you think reality is, that's what it is.
This moment would not exist without us here, and it's different for each of us and different for all these folks now.
That's why I've always said that if this was a simulation, it would make no difference to me because it still feels just as authentic and real
the memories
as life.
You're simulating the day. So it's a simulation in a simulation.
I saw something the other day that they think now, modern science now is starting to think that memories are actually inherited through like you inherit your mother and father's memories.
What?
And you inherit your grandfather, like certain memories. That's where they think deja vu comes from. It's you weren't there, but your mother, father, grandfather, grandmother, somebody in your lineage was there in a similar moment, and that's what deja vu is. Isn't that wild?
Deja vu is an error in coding.
You think that's what deja vu is?
Yeah, it's your brain going like, it's thinking it's making a new, like I'm looking at this blue couch and my brain is making a memory of, oh, you saw a blue couch. But like if there was an error that said, I've seen that blue couch before. That's all it is.
You think that's what deja vu is?
Yeah, I'm sorry to make it more boring than that, but than the Assassin's Creed theory.
I'm really enjoying watching the ride Chris's brain is going on during this because he's like, it's all miraculous. And then you're like, I don't know, buddy. It's a blue couch.
I'm in harmony with my great-grandparents' memories. No, my brain is dumb and farts sometimes.
I'm like tripping out. I'm like, Mac Miller's not dead, but it's just Mike's t-shirt.
So does that mean you believe in simulation theory?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's one of those things that doesn't really matter. It's like if somebody told you your brain was in a jar the whole time, would it change anything?
Not really. No.
No. Still gonna
the only thing
this cup of coffee. Yeah.
I think I'd be briefly bummed out that I'm like that my son isn't like officially my son, kind of, I guess. But even that, I'd be like, I don't care because the feeling is real. It's still tangible to me. I can reach out and touch him. It's the same exact shit as if it were real. Yeah.
I think, dude, first of all, Adam, let me tell you something. No. You are, dude, you're like, I was meant to meet you that night.
You think so?
There's almost like this weird feeling that I'm getting that like you're going to like comfort me into death. Like
Jesus
I'll be dying. Like I'll be dying in a bed and you'll like be surrounded by you. Like you'll be there.
He's just dabbing your forehead with a cold washcloth.
Yeah, and you're like, eat the cap. Eat the mushroom cap.
It's like a weird folklore story.
Transition.
And the stinker will guide you into the river Styx. You don't want me to guide you into death. I'd be like, scared you.
Dude, I've been watching. I watched the new Game of Thrones episode the other night. I thought it was good, and then I got pretty drunk for my birthday a couple of days ago, and I was talking with my girl, like we were just like fucking around, and then I started to get like I was drunk, and I started to be like, "You've never bore me a son," like because we only have daughters. I was like, "You've never given me an heir," and she was like, "Shut the fuck up." I was like, "Give me an heir," and I just kept like I was like fucking going crazy. But do you have a girlfriend, boyfriend? What do you got?
No, I'm single, right? Well, dating around, It's nice, yeah.
Oh, so if they want to DM, they can DM.
Oh, no.
Yeah, what are you looking for? What are you looking for?
No.
You think you're gay?
No, I don't think so, but you never know.
But you never know 100%.
I think
We've discussed this. You can't 100% say you're not gay.
No, not at all.
Unless you've tried and you don't care for it.
You don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hey.
But even then, some people would say, too late, you're gay.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing.
You tried it.
I have tried it. I'm still undecided.
Hell yeah, dude. Bless up.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Chris is 3 years into college, still doesn't know his major.
Yeah, that is actually true.